Yeah, hello, another day. And so today, let's talk about this laptop, the HP EliteBook 840G3. Yeah, this laptop, it's very common. The Hewlett-Packard, the HP, manufactured lots of this laptop. And this laptop are with a lot of people worldwide. So we have this one. When you start a charger, it's doing nothing, just taking 28 milliamps. It's not going to come on. It's not going to spin a fan. Nothing. Just like that, as you can see. And I want to talk something about these laptops, the 840 EliteBook G series. Most of these laptops, you'll find the most common fault on these laptops is the firmware. Whether the laptop is, most of them, you'll find them with this behavior, like the laptop is turning on and the fan is spinning. If it's having a backlit keyboard, the backlit keyboard will be on, but you'll not have a display on the screen. You'll go there and do the firmware on the BIOS chip, and the laptop will turn on. And in some cases, especially when the caps lock are around 5 there, the laptop will not come on. And now, you can look at this case I'm having right here. The laptop it's not even spinning a fan. Let me put a charger so that we see together. You see, it's taking just milliamps. It's not even a number. It's not even a 0.5, just like 25 milliamps. And let's go at, let's check the voltages together. We have a 19 volt on our first MOSFET. You can check we are having a 19 volts on the first MOSFET. Check on the multimeter up there. And the second, the other side. Yeah, we are having 19 volts. 19 volts. Yeah, it's there. And you'll get the 19 volts up to the current resistor. So the 19 volts power rail is there. So what is making this laptop not to come on? Because I talk to a lot of technicians here, because I also work on technicians' job on other computer shops. A lot of laptops, they come here from other computer shops. And they always tell me, when you see this laptop with a fan spin and there's no display, you should always go directly to writing a firmware on the BIOS chip. And sometimes you do that, the laptop will not come on. That tells you what? That tells you there's something more. Okay, so I want us to check the MOSFETs here. I also had an issue with the somebody asked me on the comment section, how do you know the MOSFET is okay? And this is a data sheet where you can go and just Google the number of the MOSFET and come here and try to check the characteristic of that chip. You will see this is the side of the drain. This is the schematic for the MOSFET. You have the source, drain, and gate source and drain. And you'll get all the characteristic of a chip here. Making a laptop is not very simple, guys, because sometimes you'll have to investigate all these chips through the schematics and try to see how that chip, like you see in this one here, this is an NP channel MOSFET, an N channel MOSFET. And you can see the characteristics here, the voltage, the amperes, the temperatures, and whatever. But all those, I don't think that they are of so much importance. But all you need to know is the gate should be higher for a MOSFET to pass current from the other side, one side to the other. So drop down here, you'll get more features of the MOSFET, of that chip. The impedance and everything is here. You can see there at the top, 30 volts N-channel MOSFET. This is an N-channel MOSFET. And this is how I get to know if the MOSFET is okay or it's wrong. You see, if you don't have enough volt on the gate, and the gate should be higher than other places. The gate should be higher for MOSFET to take one current from one side to the other. For instance, you come to and take this for, this is the gate. Where is the gate? Let me take a voltage on. Let me try to check where I can get a gate. Yeah, like this is a gate. I can tell from the multimeter. Let me adjust a little bit. The gate should be higher. You see, the gate is 24.9. But if you check on the other areas, we are having 19. You see, this is 19.1, and you go to the other side, is 19.1. So if the gate is not high, this MOSFET will not pass current from one side to the other. I want you to remember that. If the gate is not high, this MOSFET will not turn. Okay, you see on this MOSFET here, 19.2, 19.1. Let's try to check the gate. The gate is 24.9, that is 25 volts. And that's why the voltage is passing from one side of the MOSFET to the other. Sometimes you'll get a MOSFET that is not passing current at all. That is, and when you try to check there's no short circuit, and you are not finding any ceramic capacitor that is shorted or any other component that is shorted, that is because the gate is not having a higher voltage at the gate. You find that the drain is having 19, the source is having 19 voltage, but yes, the gate is lower. The gate is having like 18 or is having a lower voltage. That MOSFET is not going to pass current from one side to the other. And you can come into this sheet, do more research, try to check more and more, and try to see where you can do one or two things. So I think I've first answered that question to that client who was asking me about or that person who was asking about how do I know. If you get voltage on this current resistor here, sometimes if you are not able to tell whether the voltage is going, and you find to get voltage here on this current resistor, that means the first and the second MOSFET are getting a voltage, the 19 volts. So that is also another shortcut to just come and find out whether, just if you get current on the current resistor, that is all. So back to our point, you can see the iOS chip is getting 3 volts. So we have our 19 volts. Now we have our 3 volts. As you have seen, you check on this chip here, which is the BIOS chip. Let's check whether you're having the 3 volts. Yeah, we're having the 3 volts. So the question is, how comes we have all the voltages and this machine is not coming on? This machine is not turning on. Yeah, I've heard people saying that if you can't see the fan spinning on this series, on this 840 EliteBook, this HP EliteBook 840G3, if you can't see the fan spinning, that is not an issue to do with the firmware on the BIOS. But the truth is, sometimes it is. Like in this case here, I'm going to put a new firmware and let's see whether this laptop is going to have a fan spinning, or whether it's going to come back to life. It's not always that you must get a laptop is the fan is spinning and the keyboard is the backlit keyboard is working, but you don't have a display. That's not the only time you should think that that is a firmware issue, the ME region of a BIOS chip. No, sometimes the laptop will be completely dead, doing nothing, no fan spinning, but you take voltages and find that you're having your 19 volts, you're having your 3 volts, you're having your 5 volts, and go directly to the firmware and try to correct that problem and see whether the laptop is going to work. So, guys, I'll just program that chip and I'll come back and show you. Yeah, that's our motherboard. Let's see. I'm from writing that chip, the firmware, programming that chip. Or maybe it's not the case here. Oh, the fans are spinning. See what I told you? This is a very common problem with this series of a laptop, the HP EliteBook 840G3. Be it the Core i5, be it the Core i7, be it the 6th gen, be it the 7th gen. You can see the lights here. The lights are on, fan is spinning, and that's it, guys. That's it.